live. We are live.
Hey, true blue, don't say you've gone. Say you've knocked off for a smoker, and you'll be back later on. Hey,
how you going, guys? It is Dave and Anthony here. How you going,
Hey
Anthony?
guys, how you going? Hey
7
Dave.
o'clock. 7 o'clock go time for our kind of first, hopefully more professional show. We did have one last week, didn't we? And
We did. We were testing the waters with technology and all those sorts of wonderful things. So hopefully we're getting those ironed out.
had a few little hiccups, but that was sort of to be expected. We're getting familiar with our technology. Thank you, StreamYard. It's a pretty cool piece of software.
It is very good.
Yeah,
for the
it's good
wonderful
fun.
price that we pay for it. It's fantastic.
Yep. So this is what we're going to. This is what we've got on our little agenda tonight. We are going to talk about the camp itself, CrossFit Affiliate Members Podcast, and just why we're doing it, other than a bit of fun, because we're kind of a little bit crazy. We love our CrossFit. We love talking about CrossFit, and we thought this would be a really cool way to extend our reach into the community. And also, there's not I consume a lot of CrossFit content, as probably you do, Anthony, and
Absolutely.
there's not a heck of a lot coming out of the Australian region that just gives us these nice long format discussions and deep dives into people within our community and the fantastic things that are happening.
Which is really quite surprising when you look at the size of CrossFit across Australia. It's quite big, but
Yeah.
there is not really too many podcasts. Obviously, America leads the way, but maybe we can start something, hey Dave?
Absolutely, and we've already got some pretty interesting guests lined up. So we'll touch on that towards the end of the show, just to whet your appetite a little bit. But let's firstly maybe just a bit of a shout out to people that have helped us so far. You can see the nice little banners behind us there, behind Anthony and myself. That's a big shout out to Laura. Laura, if you're watching, feel free to chime in with a little message and say g'day. Laura's helped us with our graphic design, and I reckon that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, she's done a smashing job.
Yeah.
And then the one that's behind me was produced by Jet. So we've got some creative people in our box.
Yeah, Mr. Jet Levi, athlete extraordinaire, coach, and he's hopefully going to join us later tonight as well. Jet's just coaching right now, so he said that he'll hopefully jump in about sort of 20 minutes or so. Yeah, how's your day been anyway? What have you been up
to? Very simple day for me, Dave. Just working and running
working
the grind.
Working from home.
Yeah, working from home. Absolutely. So because that's the new way of the world. It's 3 days at home and 2 days in the office. And because we had the wonderful Cyclone Alfred that visited us last week, we pretty much haven't been in the office for the last week. So we're back this week. Yep. So I'll have my first day in the office tomorrow, which is exciting. I like going to the office on Friday because then I come to CrossFit straight away. And it's a big day tomorrow, as we know, in CrossFit, isn't it?
Oh yeah. And we can see we've got a little bit of a talk about that there with the 25.3 announcement leak.
I'm really looking forward to hearing about that because I really want to know what you think the movements are, Dave, and what's your source for this?
Where are these sources? Like how how reliable are these sources that are sort of pumping out this leak? Is it a bit of hysteria? Is it a bit hysterical? Everyone's going, oh my God, it just suddenly just gains momentum, and before you know it, everyone believes it. But we will find out at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Apparently, that's the announcement time. 5
Absolutely,
a.m.
and we got the weird as clue that we always seem to get from Dave Castro with the wall and water coming
What
down it.
clues? Was there 2 clues? I think there might have been 2 clues.
I saw the one with the wall where they had some water dripping down it. So I presume wall balls, rowing. That's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. It's normally too obvious. He normally has some kind of deep philosophical meaning behind it, which I never understand, even when I hear what it was.
We've got our first interaction with a CrossFitter. He's also known as the Black Dog from Blackwater. Thanks for messaging us, JW. He's interested in knowing. I'll just see if I can show. What's the live call-in number?
Well, we'll have to get one, won't we, Dave? We'll have to have a live in call number so we can bring that in.
Feel free to communicate. Give the old mobile a ring if you've got any burning questions, Jacko. But yeah, thanks for the message, and keep watching. Okay. Oh, it's Jacko again. Okay. So you were saying
what's this last thing that you've got on the agenda? Breaking news: CrossFit for sale. What's that?
Yeah, breaking news. So this was. Let me bring up the email that I got this morning. A lot of people may not know about this. A lot of people may not know about this little bit of interesting news. It's just coming up now. So I got a personal email from CrossFit CEO.
Is that because you're an awesome CrossFitter, Dave? Like, is that why you got it?
He must have thought we were special. Must have thought I was special. So basically, CrossFit is owned by a venture capitalist organization, venture capitalist Berkshire Partners, or effectively that's Warren Buffett, right? I don't think Warren Buffett's done too much CrossFit, although everyone and anyone, maybe he does, I don't know.
You should try, maybe, or start.
He should definitely try. Warren, if you're out there, send us a comment. If you're listening, if you're watching, if you're ever in Brisbane, Warren, you are more than welcome to drop in to our box where I train. Anthony, you train there as well?
Absolutely. Every day, as much as I can.
And you're welcome to drop in and see what it's all about if you don't already know, given the fact that you own the company. But the email is that there is going to be a town hall Thursday, March the 13th, which is effectively tonight. So Thursday, March 13th, 9 a.m. Pacific time, which I believe is going to be 2 a.m. Friday morning. So, what's that? About 6 or 7 hours, I think, where affiliates can join in and listen to CrossFit HQ talk about the sale of CrossFit. Okay, so
wow, are you jumping on that one, Dave?
I would love to jump in on that one and ask Don a few questions and hear it sort of from the horse's mouth. But what has he said here? Our objective is to find the right partner, one with a connection to our community, an appreciation for our affiliate business model, and the passion and vision to lead us into the future.
I don't think he's really got much of a say in who the right partner is, right? It's just whoever's going to buy it at the highest price.
Who's got the money bags? Yeah,
Absolutely.
who's got the money bags? But like, if you know, I was talking, like, a lot of people probably don't even know who Don Fall is, right?
They're probably lucky, aren't they?
Don Fall. So, and do you know who the previous CEO of CrossFit was?
Was it Glassman? Is that who it was?
No. And
No, it wasn't.
You're an absolute CrossFit tragic, right?
tragic. Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't even know who the previous owner of CrossFit was.
No,
You know who was the owner. That was the guy who owned it before. The CEO before Don Fall was called Eric Rosa. His name was Eric Rosa.
Oh yes.
Okay, and Eric Rosa.
That name rings a bell.
Yeah, Eric Rosa took it over from. Who was there before Eric Rosa, who sort of its baby it was.
It's Greg Glassman, isn't it?
Greg Glassman, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was asking one of our members today. I said, like, have you heard of Eric Rosa? Have you? And they work in the CrossFit industry. Have you heard of Don Fall? No. Have you heard of Greg Glassman? Yes, of course I've heard of Greg Glassman. He invented CrossFit. Everyone's heard of Greg Glassman, and this is one of the problems, I think, is that when Greg Glassman sold CrossFit.com to these people for 400 million or whatever it was, we didn't have a good leadership, and to the point where I've never heard Don Fall talking about the true essence of what CrossFit is, and I never heard Eric Rosa talking about it, and yet here he is saying our objective is to find the right partner who has an appreciation for our affiliate business model and the passion and vision to lead us into the future. So they themselves didn't have the passion and vision. So it's no
Does he
wonder
even do
that.
CrossFit? Does he even do CrossFit?
Who knows, mate? Who knows?
Who knows? I
The
think
only person.
that's what you want, right? You want an
Yeah.
owner or a
Well,
CEO that's actually doing CrossFit.
We jump on the leaderboard. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's a good question, Anthony. Let's present our CrossFit leaderboard for the moment.
We could actually look up all the executives of CrossFit, see if they're on there. Because that's walking the talk, isn't it?
Yep. Let's bring up the leaderboard. Hang on. Let me try to do this, Anthony. Boom. That should work. And let's type in. Let's go to the leaderboard. Look at that. We'll talk about Colton Mertens later. What's his name? Don
Fall.
Don
Fall. Faul. I think, isn't it?
Oh.
Isn't it UL?
Faul.
There is that him?
Don Fall, a homegrown CrossFit. Oh, there we go. Question answered, Anthony.
Oh, that's excellent. No, that's a
48. At least he's.
Did you beat him, Dave?
At least 220. What is? He's in a different age division to me. I'm in the division above him.
No, it doesn't matter. We'll just look at reps. Did you beat him? I think you beat him in. You beat him in the second one for sure.
I beat him in the second one, and I have to look up my
No, you beat him in the first one too, I think, because you were through the burpees.
We may have tied. We may have tied. Yeah. Yes, I beat him by 1 rep.
You beat the CEO. So what does that mean? You can be the
I
next
beat him by
CEO.
1 rep. And I finished the second workout, so I'm pretty happy with that. But let's look. Who's the other person that we should look up? Let's look up.
Who else is on the executive of CrossFit?
Let's look up Eric Rosa. Okay, so he's still on the board. Eric is still on the board. Eric Rosa. So he's still got a stakeholder in the company.
Is
He's a
it
board.
ROZA? Is it ROSA?
I think it's you can try both. ROZA. That's right. Eric Rosa.
No, he's not there.
No, he's not there. Okay, so he's a board member, and when he bought CrossFit, or when he sort of put it through in his 1 cent in the dollar or whatever it was, he used to bang on about how much he loved CrossFit and blah blah blah. But you never heard from him. Whereas Glassman, gosh, you couldn't not hear from him. You couldn't not appreciate.
Okay, we've got to look up. We've got to look up Annette
Who else?
Rebus. Annette
Oh,
Rebus. So we've
you
got
won't know.
Annette.
You won't know
Yep.
what RE.
And then REAVIS. She's the Chief People Officer.
Oh, the Chief People's Officer. Nope.
Nope, she's not doing it. Who else have we got?
Oh, hang on. Is that men though? We've got to give it that.
Oh, okay. Did you not? Did you
There
not
we go. I've
look up
changed it.
women?
There we go. There's women.
Yep.
Okay.
Did we find her?
There's no Annette Rebus. There is
Okay.
no Annette Rebus. What about?
How about Laine Smith? LAINIE Smith.
Is it? Back to women.
She's the senior manager of global partnerships. That seems like somebody that should be doing CrossFit.
Oh, yeah. LAINIE
Smith.
Smith. Okay. Well, there's one there. Do you know what she
Okay.
looks like?
No. That
Okay.
seems about right. How'd she go?
Okay. And who's that other guy? Oh God, what's that other guy? Who's the affiliate?
Let me see who else I've got listed here.
There was the.
I think that's it, actually.
Hmm.
Nicole Carroll? No.
Oh, she'll definitely be doing it. She'll definitely be crushing it. But I was going to look up Andrew Hiller.
He won't be there.
Well, he's been banned.
But did you see who he was hanging out with today?
No.
He was hanging out with Dave Castro.
Oh, okay. Oh, Dave Castro. Let's have a look.
Dave's doing it. He's doing it. Like there's lots of leaderboards, which is one person and Dave Castro.
He's affiliated the ranch, CrossFit Ranch. There he is. There's his little debubacker. His little gun is.
Oh, we got another person viewing us.
Hello.
0-2 average from Gold Coast, Darren. Hey,
Zero
Darren.
to average.
How you going?
I love your tag. 0 to average. Nice. That's a cracker. Thanks for joining, Darren. Thanks for joining the podcast. Hope you had a good session tonight. I think Jet's finished coaching.
Oh, we've got some more people that I can give you.
He's going to log in pretty soon. But let's have a look at Castro here. 184 reps, not bad, Castro. So he got into the 7 rounds and 2 burpees over the dumbbell.
So you beat him as well. You beat Dave.
He's in the 40. He's in the younger age division too. And then
that's even better.
And he got 163 reps. But okay, cool. But it's good to see these guys actually doing it. It's good to see these guys, getting involved. And but you just don't see that from the corporates. the corporate sort of money purse string holders, and that's, I think that's one of the big problems that that is sort of causing. Oh, let's add Jet's here. Jet, how are you, buddy?
Hey, am I in?
You're in, mate.
You
You're
are
in.
in.
Good to
Thanks.
be here.
Thanks for joining, mate. We were just leaderboard stalking.
That's my favourite thing to do.
Because
Fantastic.
we started deviating onto the for sale breaking news. The breaking
Have you
news.
talked about that yet? The for sale news?
Yeah. So we've just I'll bring that back up.
Fantastic.
I'll bring that little picky back up.
You guys are at the bottom of the list. Does that mean you're almost done?
No, mate, no. We haven't really started yet. We're just gabbling on.
We
Okay.
just got sidetracked.
Fantastic. How do you guys have a background? Because you both have a cool background going on.
Well,
Yeah.
my background's because of you, Jet.
You
That's
like it?
something that you created.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That is your creation come to life.
Yeah, I like to see it on the big screen. Looks good.
Move your head a little bit, Anthony, so we can see it. There we go. Boom.
Camp.
Look at that, and then we're back in.
I'll work on Canva.
Don't worry, Jet. We'll get you another background.
That's all right. We'll work that out another time.
maybe it could just be like a screenshot of the leaderboard with all your scores.
Yeah, sure.
With all your scores on it.
That'll be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Or how you massively improved in the last workout, 22.3 to 25.2. It's a big improvement, that one.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. We can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Anthony, did you do the Open in 22?
I did do the Open in 22, and
Yep.
I did foundations. So
So that's probably the biggest improvement here then.
and now I've gone to RX. So I'm pretty happy with that.
That's fantastic.
But
I
chest
worked
to
out.
bars are still a thing that I can't do, but we'll work towards it, won't we, Jet?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So did you get any chest to bars?
Nah, I got none.
Oh, that's all right. We'll get there.
So
You had a shot. You had enough time to have a crack though, didn't you?
I did. I did.
You had like a few
So-
seconds to just try to get one. Yeah.
But
That's it.
but
You're doing them all RX, mate. That's a huge. Like last year, you were scaling them. You were attempting RX.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Absolutely. So
Zero to average
zero to average,
What's
you
he said?
will go from average to athlete. That's the next step,
Tried
right?
tried the Open workout week 2. Couldn't finish the teens program. Oh, good on you, 0 to average, for giving it a crack.
Yeah, bloody oath.
That's awesome.
How 0 to average? How long have you been doing CrossFit in total? Total duration of when did you sign up? When did you first do your first CrossFit workout? When did you drink the Kool-Aid? Let us know. But yeah, you just.
All right, Dave, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question about, because we keep on talking about this CrossFit for sale thing.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think potentially would buy it? Who's your number 2 buyers? Your best options for CrossFit?
Oh man, it's I don't necessarily think it's going to be anyone we know. Like I don't think big organization or corporate like Nike or Reebok or anyone's going to buy it.
Who would you want to buy?
Who I would love to buy it back would be Greg Glassman. I would love Greg Glassman to buy it back.
In a dream world.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, so that's your number 1.
We were talking earlier that most people haven't even heard of the current CEO. No one's heard of Don Fall. No one's heard of Eric Rosa, but everyone's heard of Greg Glassman, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It just shows you how shallow the leadership has been, and the passion that's required for success. And because these leaders didn't have the passion and didn't really understand what the essence of what CrossFit was, which is a lifestyle. CrossFit is a lifestyle choice. then there's all this sort of deterioration in the brand and the reputation, and organisations that are unhappy with it and want to offload it. You know, Berkshire, BlackRock, Warren Buffett. He's just about the numbers, right? When the stocks are sort of below a certain point, sell. When they're above the certain point, keep. And they'll have thousands of companies that they own, and that's just all they look at. What are the numbers doing? They're not interested in anything else other than the numbers. Greg Glassman, it was his baby. You know, you don't sell your baby. He was forced to sell it, right? So that's the type of leader that we need, that actually loves all that CrossFit stands for, which is profound. But that's probably a good segue to bring up our mission statement. Anthony, should we do that?
I think that's a great idea.
Let's bring up our mission statement, which is the camp mission statement. Here we go. There's Laura's logo again. Just love
Beautiful.
Love seeing that logo. And no chat GPT utilized in the creation of that either too, by the way, guys. We had a few attempts with AI, or as I call it, ALI, a low IQ, artificial low intelligence.
I think we're going to have a whole podcast episode on that, Dave, and we'll test AI and see how good it is.
Artificial low intelligence. Okay. ALI, or artificial low intelligence. ALIQ, ALIC.
Oh,
I think we got it.
Okay, this is us, and this is our YouTube channel. For anyone who's watching, please share it. Definitely like the videos and subscribe. I don't know, that somehow that helps the YouTube algorithm. And going live, of course, helps the algorithm significantly too. So welcome to the camp. Our campsite conversations are sure to stimulate, inspire, entertain, and educate everyone and anyone who values and pursues health, fitness, and quality of life. For us and our camp guests, CrossFit is more than just a sport or a methodology of training. It's a mandatory and primal requirement enabling the human body to thrive physically, psychologically, cognitively, metabolically, and socially. Anyone and everyone who embraces its fundamental principles for just 1 hour a day at any CrossFit affiliate possesses the magic potion for longevity and quality of life. CrossFit has given the world the genie in the bottle solution for deteriorating global health and chronic disease. CrossFit is orders of magnitude more powerful than modern medicine, which is at best the lifeguard rescuing people drowning when what they so badly need is a swimming coach. Come with us on a journey of sensational stories by the campfire. Okay.
Cool. So, you wrote that, Dave?
Yeah, that's my crafting.
I like it.
And you know, we're here because we've experienced it, right? You know, I've experienced bad health. I've experienced pre-diabetes. I've experienced not obesity, but most certainly insulin resistance and significant excessive central adiposity. You know, years ago, a lot of stress in my life, and I would be very certain in saying that CrossFit has changed my life and saved my life in many ways. I would no doubt be very sick. I would be on antihypertensives. I would be on lipid lowering drugs. I'd, you know, maybe be on bloody antidepressants. You know, I wouldn't be happy with many aspects of my life if it wasn't for CrossFit. And as I've gone through that journey, I've seen many people have similar transformative experiences as well. And we're here to, explore those stories and deep dive into them and hear them, because they are very stimulating, inspiring, and of course super entertaining. And that's how I describe it. I describe it as like a little bit of a genie in the bottle. It's like, imagine finding a genie's Aladdin's lamp and just being able to rub it and go, this is, make wishes. This is kind of like that. So hopefully people will find that of some entertainment and inspiration. What about you, Anthony? What's your sort of background to getting
my
into CrossFit?
origin story. So I guess a year before I even started doing CrossFit, I had a period where I was essentially not walking at all. So I was crawling pretty much everywhere in my house to the car. I was in massive amounts of pain for like 3 to 4 months, and I couldn't walk. Like, it was that simple. And yeah, discovered the beauty of CrossFit, learning how to functionally move properly, and flare-ups of my back are just non-existent now. I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 flare-ups in 5 years since then. And I've just got stronger with less back pain, and yeah, I got my life back because of CrossFit. So it's always got a very, very special place in my heart. And the people, the community, everyone talks about the community, but there is nothing like the community of CrossFit. It's a group of people that that you can, if you had to go to war with, you'd go to war with these people. They're just the type of people that know how to do it. So that's how I feel about CrossFit.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. The community helps, just keep you accountable, and you just want to turn up every day. You just want to turn up.
Mm.
It really, someone's added a little. The only thing I'd add to assist the people reach peak form is Big A's formula to monster calves.
Big A. What's Big A? Big
That's
A.
me. I'm Big A, and apparently my calves are just whatever Big
Oh.
wants to have. But
Well, I
they don't do
mustn't be
much.
following
But
the methodology properly then, because I've been waiting for these guys to grow, and I was thinking that's the one thing CrossFit doesn't give you is big
yeah, I
calves.
think you actually get them from sitting at a desk for like 30 years and not doing much at all. I think that's how you get big calves, because I don't know what I did to get big calves at all. So, but Jack obviously wants my calves. So
Yeah, I'll take them. He can have the one on the left. I'll take the one on the right. We can just halve
fair
it and
enough.
then chunky.
Fair enough.
That's going to be our first question when we get Greg Glassman on. Is Greg, come on, your bloody
Oh, shit,
methodology
calves.
stinks. Just stinks for building calves. Apart from Big A,
Yeah.
genetically gifted, I think. Big A,
I think so.
Yeah.
genetically gifted.
I feel special now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that comment,
Yeah.
Black Dog. All right, and Jack, Jeno, how long have you been doing CrossFit now for?
I started as soon as COVID ended and we could start to go to the gyms again. That's when I started CrossFit. So that was mid 2020. I was living with my old man, who you know very well, Dr. Ben Levi.
Oh yeah.
And what he did is he showed me those CrossFit documentaries of the games while I was living with him for a short period of time. And then I was like, all right, when the gyms open again,
your dad was already doing CrossFit at that time?
Yes. My dad had been doing it for a couple of years.
Okay, so
obviously, he would do the open every year.
Wow, you watched him go off to CrossFit and just go into beast mode and didn't think, oh, why don't I do that too? What was distracting you? Computer games?
Absolutely, yeah, probably computer games.
Yes.
I had started going to the gym. I was, I was a skinny to get muscles, and then I gave CrossFit a crack, and I realized to do 1 hour at CrossFit, I did 2 times more work than I would do 3 hours at the gym. It was like so hard, so humbling. I was like, I'm getting so much done in 1 hour. Let's do this more. So challenging, and I love the challenge.
Yes, the intensity.
Mm.
And you're probably naturally, oh, well, I know you're very competitive. So every day is like a game day, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Every day is like a game day. It's so
People I
weird.
didn't know. People I didn't know. They didn't even know they were in competition with me. I was
Yeah,
racing them every single day, and I loved it.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
we all have those people that we look at on the leaderboard, you know, not only in the open, but in our own little circle.
Yeah.
That, yeah, okay, there's so and so's score. Okay, that's cool. That's gonna be tough. Or they got me today. Damn it, you know, I got to get them next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fun, isn't it? And there's not too many other sports like that. You know, even if you're doing soccer or tennis or swimming, you do your training days and then you have game weekend. You know, it's the Saturday morning is game day. But for us training CrossFit, every day is game day, which is cool. Yeah.
And most people in their day-to-day life, right, who aren't doing competitive sports, they'll have no outlet for their competitive nature at all. Like there's no competing. Everything is just passive and, yeah, like I said, non-competitive. And then they have nowhere to put all that fire. So CrossFit's a great way to sort of let off some steam and yeah, back yourself and push yourself, which not a lot of people have the opportunity to do. So yeah, CrossFit's a good solution for that as well.
Yeah.
Did you push yourself before, Jet? Like before you did CrossFit, did you find yourself pushing yourself in other areas of your life? You were always like that, or was it CrossFit that kind of started to bring that out?
I think the first time we saw that was when I was taking up piano, and I got really into my piano, and I was just a bit obsessed over it. And then it moved into the gym. Then it moved into CrossFit. I think, yeah.
So you always kind of had that as soon as you got that passion for it.
Yeah. I do tend to obsess over things. Like it was piano, yeah, at first, yeah. Which I still do dabble with, but
it becomes the CrossFit's become all consuming. It's
all consuming. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're eager as heck to follow Jet's journey to the big dance floor. Sure, it's going to happen one day. And because we know Jet, when he's in the early days of his career, he's going to come back as a big star onto the Camp podcast.
Always.
That's what someone told me.
And we're going to go to the games with him, Dave, as well.
Oh yeah.
Remember the camp's going to grow as well. So you guys will be hopefully you'll have me back on one day.
You bet.
I'd be delighted.
Imagine like you're on the podium and you get your gold medal and then half an hour later you're on the camp talking about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Shout out Camp podcast.
We'll sponsor him, Dave. We'll be that big we can sponsor him by that stage. How about that?
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me.
Wait till the sponsors just come knocking at the door.
We're going to do some attire and I'll wear the shirts. And you too, Dave, when you're at your Masters games, you as well, Anthony.
No one watches the Masters. What are you talking about?
Yeah, true. Even I don't watch the Masters.
We're the sideshow. We're the sideshow. Ouch.
No, I've checked out the Masters a few times. No, I would watch it. It's the broadcast shit. The broadcasting is terrible. That's the only reason.
Yeah. Oh, look, I've been to Madison and twice and watched the CrossFit Games, and the stadium where the Masters is held the vibe is amazing because everyone there is family and friends, and they are ballistic because everyone there knows someone on the floor, right? And so it's fantastic. It's incredible, but it's
that would be really cool.
It's disappointing that they've just this is the new HQ pushing us to the side. We're not part of the party. Masters need to be part of the party. It's crazy. Anyway, let's talk about Mr. Levi here, Jet Levi. because we're going to debrief about the Open so far, 25.1, and this recently 25.2. Look at this score here, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Tell us about the experience with 25.2, Joe.
Okay, I know this workout. Hey.
You did it a few times, so you should know it very well.
So I've done this workout 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
I did it the first time. Yeah. No. Yeah. So the first time, back in 2022, I did it one time. I got 11:32. I was stoked that I could finish it. That was my second Open, so second year in CrossFit.
Okay.
So I was very happy that I was able to finish 11:32.
And that was when I beat you in that one, didn't I? I beat you in that one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that was your first Open.
Second
Those
Open.
days have gone.
Second Open.
Those days have gone now.
And you finished it. You still finished
I
it in
was,
your second
I was happy to finish it. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
And then leading into the Open this year, I was testing a few Open workouts, and one of them happened to be 22.3. So I'm very lucky. I got 8 minutes 10 on that one.
Shit.
And then, and by the way, I don't think I did all the thrusters on the last bar, so you can actually say 8:30 or something.
Yeah.
And then I did this workout over the weekend. I did it 3 times.
Just this weekend during the window, during the 20.
You did it 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
And let me ask: was the last time the fastest, or was it the slowest?
Slowest.
Mm-hmm.
My central nervous system, I think, was fried. It was actually the best plan. It was the best strategy. Like mentally and pacing wise, it was the best. I got to the last barbell the fastest, but I was so fatigued and so tired. On my double unders, you watch back the video, my eyes are closed and I'm just like traveling back 5 meters as I'm doing it. I'm like, I'm not here. And then the last barbell starts and I'm only doing 3s and 4s, which was less than I had done on the others. So I was just absolutely screwed.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I think you fried your nervous system for sure.
Okay.
So what was your best time? Was it the first or the second? Was it second?
Second. Yeah.
Yeah. And you improved by what? 18 seconds?
16 seconds.
16.
Was it 16? Oh no, is it?
7:38, wasn't it? When you the first time
you
did it?
7:37.
7:37. Yeah, I think I saw you do that one. Yeah, and that I thought that was pretty flawless as well. Like your pacing and your partitioning was really on point. But you and at the same time you weren't holding back either. So 267. Where does that put you?
So that'll put me percentile. Wait, overall worldwide, it's like 2,000.
Let's go. Yep. Let's go Oceania. That gives us a bit more of a sort of regional type of appreciation. Can we bring that up? How does that?
So you're headed for the semi-finals at this stage.
No, I'm not. Unfortunately, Anthony.
I thought it was the top 2% or top 1%, isn't it?
Top 1%. Right now, I'm sitting at top. I'm in the 97th percentile.
254. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one I would have gotten 98th percentile, so top 2%. Mm-hmm. The first one I would have gotten top 4%. Because the burpee one wasn't as good. So I might have, unless I get a world record this Friday, I might not be able to make semi-finals this year.
How many people would get an invite to the in-affiliate semi-final out of 200, right?
1,200. And if you go back to worldwide, if you go back to worldwide, I'm sitting at 2,800. I believe.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit far out. I'm a little far out. With this
Okay,
next
so we'll do
workout, I'll still climb, but I won't be able to get within the 1200 unless I, like I said, get a world record. Could happen.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows?
Well,
But if it is what the leak is suggesting, I probably won't.
yep. Well, we'll talk about the 25-3 leak in a tickety boo.
Yep.
Let's have a look at how. Let's go up to the top of the leaderboard now, and just have a look at old mate here. I'll see if I can bring up his actual video because I actually haven't seen this. This is phenomenal, right? So Colton Mertens. Okay, so we'll bring this up. Here's his YouTube video. Okay, this is the cool thing about the leaderboard too. The leaderboard is now so able to be scrutinized for performance. We can put Colton up. Here he is. Oh, he's got something on his nose.
I think that's so he breathes through his nose. I think that's so he breathes through his nose.
Oh,
I've heard about those devices. It opens your nose up so you can take in more oxygen.
So does he? What did you describe it for? Yeah, why does he wear it?
I've seen that product online before, and I believe what it does is it makes you take in more oxygen. It like pulls your nose up more or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it does, and then you're not breathing through your mouth.
10-pound plate. 25. 10 and 10.
He does this so quickly that we can watch it from this way to go. But the reason why I wanted to show it was because this performance of 4 minutes and 1 second, like we know how sort of fit and your functional capacity, and we got a guy here doing it effectively twice as fast, right? It's just the peak of human performance, and yet the world doesn't appreciate it. The world doesn't appreciate it. If someone broke the marathon sub 2 hours or ran a 100-meter sprint in 8 seconds or something like that, it would be on every mainstream media outlet, broadcast, newspaper, magazine, everywhere, right? But these people are doing these incredible things, and no one even knows about it. Which really, I think, I don't know why that is, but just we'll watch this.
2, 1,
look at this
go.
performance. So everyone who's done this workout kind of knows how they did it, right?
Okay, so he's 11.5 minutes in front of me.
It wasn't even a breath. Just moved to the transition. Straight onto it.
Look at the speed of the hands.
So that's 42 double unders. Straight into the spot.
Andrew Hiller would be proud of those reps, wouldn't he?
Beautiful movement standard. And he's actually like trying to pull the bar down. Like, how do I go faster on a thruster? Pulling it down into the chest, into the front rack. So breathing.
That's breathing through the nose, you can hear it.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Now we're doing chest to bar. Incredible.
So every rep is a breath by the sound of that.
He's just controlling his breathing at every point. That was 18 chest to bar. Now we're doing 36 double unders. Nice garage gym. Straight into the front spot. 18 thrusters at 52 kilos, is it?
52 kilos. He'd be the
15
best
muscle
in the
ups.
world at CrossFit.
Yeah.
It used to be Matt Fraser who was the king of CrossFit,
Yes.
and now there's a debate on who's better, Colton or Matt Fraser, in their prime at CrossFit.
Oh, goodness. He's getting a little bit swingy there, isn't he? Just. Oh.
You want that? You want that pendulum?
Wow.
That's just an incredible performance.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, who's calling the play?
Wow, listen to that breathing. Shit. Here we go. Okay. 15 heavy thrusters to finish it out. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. How would his body be feeling at this point? Come on, let's go!
Man, who was telling him to charge?
That's mine.
He doesn't lay down.
He does not lay down. He does not lay down. In fact, I've hardly seen him bend on his knees like that. But that's out of control.
Very impressive.
So
Seems slow his breathing down straight away. He's really focused on slowing his breathing down. That's so impressive.
Mm.
Score needs modification. What is that?
So this is the community being able to comment on
Really?
performance. Yeah. So workout is good 58, score needs mod, but it's up to HQ to then go and sort of give the final.
Well, they've already given him the world record, haven't they?
Yeah. It's approved.
So there it is, as it stands, 401.
2 for 2.
Incredible. But yeah, it just disappoints me. It disappoints me that these abilities in the CrossFit community and on the world stage of the professionals, it's just not recognised and appreciated on a large scale.
Mm.
We can appreciate it because we've all done that workout. We know how hard it is to do that. But until the broader community recognises how incredibly challenging and talented that is, it's really hard to sort of
Appreciate it.
Expect
which kind of comes full circle back to who's going to own it, because whoever owns it has an opportunity to create that type of image for CrossFit.
Yeah, but that's kind of what we hope happens, is that the media surrounding CrossFit just reaches more audiences and more people sort of start to experience it, and then once they experience it, oh my god, it's just like they'll never want to they'll never want to stop.
It's like the one sport you can watch the best in the world do, and then you can go and do it.
We can do it.
Same workout.
Yeah. And it's really the one sport where any year anybody can become the fittest on earth, the champion. In other sports, it's very restricted. You can't just suddenly go and, hey, I want to win Wimbledon, or I want to go and win the British Open golf. There's so many barriers to entry. Whereas if you want to become the fittest on earth and win the CrossFit Games, you effectively need $20, $20 to sign up for the Open, and just a video camera to upload your score. You don't even need to be in an affiliate anymore. But yeah, that's how simple it is.
No other sports really like that, is it?
No, these are all the amazing, unique things about CrossFit that make it really unique and special.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's have a look at this. This is the leak, everybody.
Yeah, that's what they're
This
saying.
is the leak. This is the
Okay. Where's your source, Dave? Where is your source?
So I heard
my pal said,
yeah, it just
my
came
mate.
to my. I just had a dream. I just woke up and I was like, this is what it's going to be.
Is that what you're hoping? Is that what you're hoping it to be?
This came from the CAC.
The CAC.
The CAC, the CrossFit Affiliate Council, a member of the CrossFit Affiliate Council.
Who?
He didn't say who gave it to him, but he's a CAC member. You know what the CAC is, don't you, guys?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what the CAC is.
They got Rich Froning and a few other people, and this is their solution to what happened at the Games last year, was creating a council of athletes who can sort of. How would you define it, Dave?
Yeah, it's just a committee, the CrossFit CrossFit Athletes Committee, I think it stands for.
That represents the athletes on behalf of the athletes.
Oh,
they have a voice and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Looking after the athletes' welfare.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a liaison. It's a liaison between athletes and CrossFit HQ. So, it's something that's valuable and reflective of CrossFit HQ continuing to try to improve the standards and respond to what the community thinks is important. And the people on the CAC are stellar people who all understand CrossFit. So I think it's fantastic. But anyway, this is what I heard him talking about on his channel. 50 calorie row, 50 deadlifts, 100 kilos for guys, and 70 kilos for girls. Another set of rowing, 25 wall walks. I don't think I've ever done any workout that has that much continuous wall walking. It's normally a very low volume, maybe 3 to 5, and then do something else, come back, do another 3 to 5.
That 1, 3, 5.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Dave. The 21.1.
21.1, where it just kept accumulating.
That was a lot of wall walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most people would have tapped out before they got too far up that, nowhere. Most people
the high accumulated ones.
You did 21 in a row?
So I tested this as well. Remember how I said I did some open tests before the Open? I did 21.1, which was the wall walks, double unders, and I got 18 of my 21 done, which isn't. It's not 18. A top score. Yeah, you just have to have incredible shoulder endurance to get through all of that.
Well, while you were doing the 615 class, Anthony, you didn't try them, did you? I went out there with your dad and tried to do 10 straight. 10.
Yeah, how'd you go?
And my shoulders were okay, but my triceps were just absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
So I learned from that I think I've got to really, you can't see really well with my banner, I've got to really stack the elbows and kind of like rotate through the shoulder and not let that elbow flex too much during the ascent and descent.
Yeah.
Keep it
you want to twist. You want to twist as you go. You want to have that locked in, and you're almost doing this. Can you see this?
Yep.
This is how you want to walk.
You want to backstroke on the floor. Is that what we're doing?
Backstroke, absolutely.
Yeah, but that's my message to anyone who's listening. I think triceps will be screwed.
Shoulders. It's going to be shoulders for me.
So that's where most people are going to stop, isn't it? It's in the wall walks. That's
I have a
where
question, though.
most people are going to make it.
I have a question. What is this thing on the side that says 2 rounds?
Oh, he said that he did hear that there was this version, 25 deadlifts, 25 wall walks, 2 rounds.
With no rowing.
That's
With no rowing. That sounds terrible.
50 wall walks.
But this is the
That sounds terrible.
So we'll know at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
If that's what it is, but man.
But hey, I love it. If it's challenging,
it is a good workout for you, isn't it? 50 cal row.
No. It's not. It's actually not. It's not a good workout for me.
Yeah,
But
why not?
I will say I love a challenge. It's like, if this is what I want to do, I'm not going to sit here and, talk about how shit it is. I'll just take it in stride and give it a good crack, and then next year we'll be fitter.
That's the stuff. That's the stuff that's going to get you to the games, Jet. We're going to be there.
What we're going to do.
I like this workout. I like this workout a lot, actually. So
good. See, that's it. I love the attitude.
You're so excited about it, Anthony. What do you like the deadies or?
Oh, I love the deadies. I love the row. So just it's just a real grunt workout. So it's just get on with it.
Yeah, you're pretty good with the rowing these days, aren't you? Rowing's something that you've worked hard on.
Maybe Dave, you'll do well on this too against your masters.
Yeah.
You're good at the high rep. So the weight that's moderate heavy, not heavy, but moderate heavy. You'll cycle through that. You're like 75%, 80% cycling. It's very good. And then wall walks, you've always done well with wall walks, haven't you?
I just have to. We have to be very strategic with pacing that out steadily. Not. And it also depends on the time cap. Like, sometimes we think, oh, how could you do 25 wall walks? It may not be that. It may be that 10 wall walks is a good time. And then you get time capped. So we don't have to stress out about, oh my God, I've got to get through all this quickly so that I can do the 25 wall walks.
I think that workout will be like somewhere in the 15 to 20 minute range, right? Because 50 cal row, it's like 3 minutes. 50 deadlifts,
maybe the first
2.5, 3 minutes.
This one will be like 5 minutes.
After the deadlifts.
We did 50 cal rows tonight in tonight's workout, and I was strategically going at 1200. Dampener of 7, drag factor 24, and it took about.
Oh, you took your drag factor, do you?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Good.
And it was around 230, 245, I think, for the 50 cal. But you just have to expect.
But you don't want to race that row. The difference between.
Yeah, you know what? And I always do this. Whenever it's the last workout of a comp, I have this mentality that I need to watch out for. It's just like, it's all over now. Let's just go as hard as we can. And because it's just like a YOLO sort of thing. I did that at NZ as well because I was like coming 11th. So I was like, who cares? I'm not even on the podium. So it was a 50 cal row like this, and then it was 50 dumbbell snatches with a 32.5 kilo. And I just sprinted the row, did the dumbbell unbroken, then it was max handstand walks, and then I just completely dug myself a hole, and the handstand walks were shit. So, but it was fun. I just went as hard as I could because it's the last workout.
Great
I'll try not to do that. I'll try not to do that.
Great experience, great memory, and you learn every time from those things. Shit. If you had a podium, if you were in contention for podium, you probably wouldn't have done that.
No, absolutely right. Absolutely right.
All right. Well, we're coming towards the end of the show, guys. You probably you're pretty keen to get home. What are we going to talk about? We talked about CrossFit for sale. Upcoming guests. So the plan is, Big A and Jet, we want to try to do a podcast every couple of weeks at least. And in the evening, I think we're probably going to do Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. is going to be our night. I think that's sort of best for everybody. So this is the normally the off week this week. So next week we have got another podcast and we've got our fantastic guest lined up. I think you can all love hearing his story. His name is Warwick Bidwell, aka
Wazza, is it?
Wazza, aka Wazza. If you're watching Wazza, are you watching? I don't know. You might be watching right now. Send us a message if you're watching Wazza. We can't wait to have you on. He's got a fantastic story. He's a CrossFitter from way back. I've known Wazza and his wife Amy for a long time, and he's a great guy. We used to CrossFit together, and he'd always, when he was in Brisbane, he didn't live in Brisbane. Whenever he came to Brisbane, he'd drop into our box when we had the box up at St Andrew's Hospital, and
yeah.
And was a great guy, and we have a lot in common. But I won't divulge too much into his story, but I'll let him tell his story. It's one that you will not forget. It's absolutely inspiring, and he's certainly going to use CrossFit to get back to his best. Okay. So that's Wednesday next week, and then 2 weeks after that, we've got our second guest lined up already, and she's a CrossFitter, of course, and her name's Christine, and she's got a lot of knowledge, and you'll enjoy her on the show as well. So we'll keep
exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff.
Searching for new guests to bring on the show, and anyone who's out there who has some ideas or who wants to come on the show, send us a message. If you're keen to come on the show. Should we put our Anthony? Can you put our email on the screen,
I
just
can
so people
try
can
and find it.
Actually, let me have a look. It is welcome to the camp 25 at gmail.com. Welcome to the camp 2025. Sorry, let me just write that down. Welcome to the camp 2025 at gmail.com. So if you have a fantastic, not even if it's amazing, just if you're keen to come on, and talk to us about your story, you think people will like it, we'll have you on. Cool. Anything else, guys? I think we've covered it. I think we've covered it.
Yeah,
that's our primary first podcast. Our first real podcast. The other one was our trial. So that's the first show, guys. That's a wrap.
Fantastic. Good work, everyone.
8:10. Have a great night, and 5 a.m. tomorrow, 25.3.
See you for 25.3.
Sweet. Talk to you then.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.